All right, Samori Benjamin here, joined by Las Vegas Aces guard Kierstan Bell. Kierstan, nice to meet you. Thanks for joining us.
Of course.
All right, so Kierstan, now we're here before Game 4 of the WNBA Finals, and a big stage. Game 3, I was here, a lot of excitement, crowd was loud, and the series now is tied 2-1. Just first, what's it like being able to play in a WNBA Finals?
Oh man, it's an experience that every little girl dreams of who wants to play at the highest level. So as a young girl, I've always dreamt of playing in the WNBA. Never thought I would be in the back-to-back finals for my first 2 years, and it's really surreal. And I think you just have to take the moment and be grateful and blessed, and really just enjoy it, because you never know when it'll be your last. And so that's what I'm trying to do, is just take it in and just enjoy the moment.
Right, and I know it's only your second year, so first 2 years in the WNBA Finals, that's amazing. But first, I know you're from Ohio, right?
Yes.
Okay, so growing up in Ohio, just how did you get into playing basketball?
I think ever since I was a little girl, it's so funny because my first word was actually ball. And so my dad played sports, that's where I got my talents from. And so I think just growing up around the boys that I grew up with, being around them, playing basketball with them, playing football, just doing other sports. And then I really just found that I was really good at basketball and just stuck with that. And I think 7th grade was when I really cut off all the other sports and just really locked in on basketball. And then I moved to Canton, and then I met my coaches, Pam and Willie. Shout out to them for helping me get here. And so just really being around them and being around Willie every day, he really helped me get to this level, honestly, and I'm appreciative of them. And just growing up in Ohio, it's a nice place to be. LeBron is from Ohio.
Exactly.
And so Steph Curry is actually from Ohio too. So
yeah, he was born there.
There's a lot of legends that are born from Ohio. So
yeah, you're so right, and you must be thinking the way I'm thinking, because I was going to say that the king LeBron is from Ohio, so Ohio produces so much talent. And so wow, so Canton, Ohio, you went there, home of the Football Hall of Fame. And you mentioned football you watched growing up. Were you a fan of football and other sports besides basketball?
Yeah, I was. I'm a fan of every sport. I've actually played football, so I was a quarterback.
Nice.
I played multiple positions. We don't have to get into that, but I was nice at it.
How about baseball?
Softball. I did play softball.
Okay, cool.
Yes, I played softball.
Awesome. Okay, nice. And so who were some of your favorite athletes growing up?
I think being around my aunt, we were like, when LeBron was obviously playing in Cleveland, I used to go to all their games
Awesome.
as a little kid.
Awesome.
So watching him was really the only person I was really growing up to watch.
That's awesome. See, I like you already, because LeBron is my favorite player. I think he's the best player of all time.
Yes,
definitely. LeBron, the king. Okay, cool. All right, so so what was it like for you just seeing the Cavaliers won that championship 2016? They were down 3-1. Became the first team ever in finals history to come back 3-1 to win the championship, and the first team to win Game 7 on the road since the late 1970s. So that was special, I'm sure, for you and the whole Ohio. So how was that moment?
It was a great moment. I remember sitting in my friend's house, and we were all throwing like a little watch party. And then when they won, I just knew that it was something that was exciting for the city and Ohio in general. And honestly, it is amazing to see Ohio get the recognition that it deserves. So.
Okay, so I know you went to Ohio State College.
Yes.
So how did that turn out, and how were your years at Ohio State?
So I only was at Ohio State for 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
I think being there helped me learn who I really was, and so I think that's why I transferred, and with the help of my family, they moved to Florida, and so I just wanted to be closer to them. And so when I did that, I think that was the best decision for me. And playing under Semesco, he's really smart, he knows basketball really well. He's been at FGCU for over 20 years, he's changed that whole program around, and so it was exciting to play for him and be able to win 2 championships with him. And so, yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so while you were in your freshman year at Ohio State, your family moved to Florida.
Yes, and so they told me they were moving to Florida, and I had told them that I wanted to be closer to them, so I told them I would transfer.
Got you. Okay, so now you get drafted to WNBA just last season, 2022. Just what was that moment like for you to be able to be drafted?
I think it was very important for my family that they were there. I said when Holly's right here, she was the one there when I got drafted. It was just a beautiful feeling. You always, like I said, go back to being a little girl who wants to play at the highest level. So being at the draft here in New York, it was a great feeling and exciting. And I was having a great rookie year. Won a championship my first year, and so we're competing for 2. So.
I just got about 2 more for you, okay? Now, I know that you all, last season, you won the championship and the Commissioner's Cup. I want to get to the Commissioner's Cup in a second. Now, just last season, just being a part of that championship, and Aces before last year, they were close to not winning it last year. They finally busted through. So, what was that moment like?
That moment was very, it was emotional, but like a good emotional. Having Becky first year, winning her award at FGCU, and then her becoming my coach, I think it was just really meant for me to be here. And so winning that championship, like just looking at my teammates, like Asia Wilson, Jackie Young, Kelsey Plum, Chelsea, like I've been watching them when they were in college, and so seeing them like progress each year is amazing, and I love them all so much, and I just know that being around them is just going to help me become a better basketball player and a person as well.
I just want to get your thoughts on the Commissioner's Cup, because the NBA this year is having it for the first time, and you all won last year.
Wait, NBA is
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yep. The end-season tournament, yep. And you all won last year. This year, the Liberty beat you all in it. Now, I'm interested in it because it's new to the NBA. People don't know, what it's like. And, of course, just being from New York and Knicks fans want to see the Knicks win an NBA championship. If they ever won the Commissioner's Cup this year, nobody in New York. The Knicks are getting excited. People are not going to be happy. So my question to you is just, what's your thoughts on the Commissioner's Cup? And, last year you guys won it. How was that? And this year you lost, but this right here will be bigger than the Commissioner's Cup.
I think the Commissioner Cup is a big deal. You're competing for a charity, and you donate. And each team is donating, not just the people that are playing in the final Commissioner Cup, is throughout the season. So I think it's great for the game, and I'm glad that the NBA is deciding to do that. So I think it's exciting and it's great.
All right, Kierstan Bell, thank you so much for your time. All right, and good luck to you tomorrow. All right.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
We're back.